a system for converting large quantities of wastewater into water and fertilizer. The YSATI case based on patent INPI PI 0905596782. This was the abstract written by me, Silvio Ricardo Taboas, from TABVLAE Engineering Services Limited, a company with many experiences in business development and project finance. We are based in Brazil, made in São Paulo and countryside, as well as in Rio de Janeiro. Abstract. So the patent granted in 2017, a method and a system for converting large quantities of wastewater into water and fertilizer. Field of the invention. The present invention relates to a method and a system for converting wastewater from sugar, bioethanol and biodiesel production into substantially purified water and a powder containing the waste. A single process line consistent of a system according to the invention is able to handle a quantity of wastewater of up to 20,000 cubic meters a day. Background for the invention. The traditional production of bioethanol from sugarcane is based upon fermentation and distillation. The wastewater, the so-called vinasse, from this process is today being sprayed to the fields. However, this way of depositing the vinasse is not environmentally acceptable, and methods have been investigated to avoid the deposit of vinasse on the fields. Specifically in Brazil, the amount of vinasse produced per year amounted to around 450 billion liters a year. The dry matter of the vinasse is high in potassium and is needed for adequate growth of the sugarcane. Today, Brazil imports potassium for fertilization in the range of $4 billion a year. By retrieving the potassium from the vinasse, one can reduce the importation of potassium and use existing source of potassium as a dry fertilizer. Description of prior art. The converting of wastewater into fertilizer is a normal process with evaporation and drying. The evaporation have been done utilizing either tubular or plate evaporation. For the drying step, normally the use of spray dryer or a spin flash drying is being used. The quality of the water condensate produced by the evaporation step is generally undefined, as vinasse contains volatile solid components, which components are at least partly stripped during the evaporation process and therefore ends up in the purified water condensate as impurities. For many years, scale dispersants and sequestering agents has been used in different types of water treatment with the objective of minimizing scale formation, that is, avoiding salts crystallization on membranes or heat exchange surfaces. but it has never been recognized that the use of sequestering agent with dewatering of Venus would make it possible to process huge amount of wastewater. So the key words here are biofuels, water, fertilizer, wastewater, Venus, sugarcane, ethanol, Brazil, reverse osmosis, ultrafiltration, evaporation, and drying. The patent is attached for a complete view of the flow and the invention specifications. YSATI, the company, is a Brazilian company with corporate headquarters in São Paulo, Brazil, that provides industrial wastewater treatment for the Brazilian sugarcane ethanol industry and organic mineral fertilizer for the Brazilian agricultural sector. YSATI, which takes its name from the Guarani Indian word for pure water, transforms its customers' wastewater into pure water and potassium-rich fertilizer powder, conserving water and contributing the sustainability of ethanol as a biofuel while saving money for its clients. The company uses a unique and patent physical and chemical process that addresses the costly challenges faced by the Brazilian sugarcane ethanol industry, with Venus, the highly pollutant and corrosive industrial wastewater, produced in large volumes during the distillation process. The application of technology new to the industry provides significant cost advantages. The YSATI process transforms Venus into pure water and potassium-rich fertilizer powder, reducing or eliminating the need for potassium fertilizer purchases. YSATI's technology also eliminates Venus management costs and substantial infrastructure investments associated with disposal or land application of liquid vinasse as fertilizer, fertigation. The YSATI process eliminates harmful environmental impacts associated with fertigation and creates opportunities to implement sustainable land use practices that increase sugarcane agriculture productivity. Boasts a world-class agricultural sector that has not yet reached its potential, representing the largest environmental market in Latin America in absolute size. Brazil's environmental market is valued roughly at $4.3 billion. YSATI's key management. The YSATI founders team combines decades of experience in water treatment, solid, liquid and liquid separation technologies, and drying processes of food and similar materials. They have applied these technologies in several industries, including the sugarcane industry. Number 1, Steen Hedetoff, shareholder and inventor. Number 2, Dr. Juan Carlos Estaibano, shareholder and inventor. Number 3, Silvio Ricardo Taboas, actually the speaker of the board and owner of exclusive rights of the technology. He is executive of large global operations, oil, food, cement, automotive, agribusiness, and business consulting. Since 2006, has been dedicated to startups and management turnaround through his own company, TABVLAE, which developed the business of YSATI and owns exclusive rights regarding this patent. Thank you very much.